So you guys know us by now. I'm Elena Zinstein, and this is Sean. And you can get her a plate. We are registered dietitians, and we are with the Academy for Nutritional Dietetics. So we promote wellness, good health, physical activity, and we hope with the workshops that we start doing here is to plant a seed to make a small change for you guys to try out, and obviously for you to get the most or out of these workshops, informational and be interactive, and for you to learn, and ask questions as you that's more pertinent to you in your homes. So today's message or takeaway focus is on a healthy day and how rest and play should be part of everyone's day, adults and kids alike. And we want parents to be involved with their kids, to have playtime, going to the parks and things like that. So if you guys can introduce yourselves again and your kids, your names and ages.
I'm Rebecca, and I'm Jocelyn's mom, and he's 15 months.
Good to see you.
I'm Isaac, this is Cora, and she is 22 months.
Very nice. Glad you guys are here tonight. I think a few more people are coming in a little bit later, so figure we'll get started. So we'll do a small activity, and then we'll do like a food activity. The food activity, hello, how are you? The food activity will be a parfait. So you're assembling your own parfait, and I will be curious to see how do you guys assemble your own parfaits. So to start off, I wanted to be as an interactive workshop. So I wanted to kind of probe everyone, or not probe, or kind of ask you questions to see what do you feel your obstacles or barriers are in your own homes for instance, eating out. If someone is eating on the go often, I feel like that's a barrier. How do we overcome that barrier that we're eating out a lot? Someone might be feeling tired constantly, so maybe they're not getting adequate sleep. So we want to see how do we overcome that barrier of being tired, so we can prepare the meal, spend time with our kids. Can you guys identify additional barriers besides feeling tired or eating out frequently? Can someone would you be able to identify a barrier? Even if you're thinking about yourself.
When you come home from work, by the time I get in, it's like 6 o'clock, and then if I cook and I have to try to go to sleep, it's just like time consuming.
Do you have kids yourself?
Yes,
Yeah, 2-year-old. Okay. So lack of time, you're saying. Okay. All right. Anyone else?
I would say the same. There's some nights I don't get home until really late, and I cook dinner, and I'm a nurse, so I don't like to touch him until after I'm like out of my scrubs. So I come home, I shower, I do all that before I even pick him up. Dad usually picks him up. I'm here today for this, but.
So once you come home, you're home
I have to
already.
shower, do all that, and then I cook. Yeah.
And then you
So
guys
it's usually
eat.
pretty late when we eat.
Okay.
That's the same thing with me. I mean, there's a lot of times where I don't get out of work until 6 o'clock. By the time I get ready to cook dinner, it's 7:30. We're not eating until almost 8.
And the same thing is with your daughter, right,
Yeah.
Sarah? Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it comes, definitely that. And then, I was saying, the cost of good quality food is it's tough.
It is. So also the cost, and how to maybe something that we can talk about tonight is how do we go around the cost? How do you become a smart shopper to, and I think you're a really good shopper already. Yeah.
I don't say my word on the
So we will
grocery
see
store.
what other tips we can incorporate. What do you think is a barrier in your home to keep a healthy family?
I try my best. I eat like fruits. I eat my salads. I try to watch my diet.
So but even you guys, besides food itself, generally speaking, a healthy habit, what would you consider as a barrier, to have a healthy routine in your home?
Do you guys find that when you eat late, it's harder for you to go to sleep?
Oh yeah. And then by the time you get the chance to sit, she goes to sleep, and me and my wife finally get a chance to sit down and relax. It's already 9 o'clock. You're
So
not
then
going to
your
bed till 11,
routine.
12. I'm gonna be back up at 6 in the morning to go to work. So it's.
So sleeping is also a big. Okay.
Oh yeah.
What about you? Do you have something that you want to share as a barrier?
Yeah, I was thinking it's about the time. Like I'm babysitting my granddaughter, and it's
like I'm going home, and since I was doing that, I didn't have time to make a meal, and it's like easier like going to Taco Bell instead of going home and grabbing a bag of chips.
Yeah. So I think most of you are kind of hit it similarly, that it's the time that's the biggest obstacle or the barrier that hinders people to produce maybe healthier meals. But so that is one of the big things that we want to zero in, is to how do we get around that? How do we kind of tap into different resources to create more time? How do we create more time, to allow for easy, quick meals maybe, maybe stocking your pantry like we discussed previously, that you can pull and create quick meals. The next workshop, we're doing one workshop where we're doing like assembly, and then the next workshop, the next other half an hour or hour, we'll do more so like crock pot meals. So we'll get more into those suggestions. But so meal prep is a big one that will help us to.
I was just gonna say, I recently really got into meal prep, and it's helped.
It has tremendously, right? Yeah. So either some people will purchase in the refrigerated section already chopped up veggies, or having like choppers. We talked about like the NMA has a couple things here that she's showcasing to give away.
I love the bags of
frozen veggies.
That you can just throw
Huge
in.
time saver, right?
They're so great. Cook them so many different ways too. It's just so easy.
Even like that was like his dinner. I got him so late, and I was just like, I can't. So I just steamed some veggies, and that's what he ate. Like, he ate a whole bunch of veggies.
And he likes.
He loves it. He don't care.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, he's trying to get your attention. So cute.
Very good help to be cooking the meat and freezing it in the freezer, right? And then like when you're short on time, oh well, I know I have some steak that's
from
like,
before.
Cooked, and you take that out and you take some vegetables, and then like I don't go for the canned gravies. I make my own. I get the chicken or beef bouillon that has no MSG, and it's.
You can also purchase that. I'm not sure if you're familiar with something called coconut aminos. Are you familiar with it?
No.
It's it's not. It does not taste like coconut. No, it's actually. It's much less sodium than the soy sauce, so it has no soy in there. It's the sap from coconut tree. It's dark. Have you heard of it? No. It's called coconut aminos. It's a substitute for soy sauce.
Does it taste like?
It's similar. It's very similar taste. Have you tried it, Sean?
Yeah, I know you're talking about. I thought it had like a salty taste to it.
It's much less sodium. So even the reduced sodium, 1 tablespoon, if my memory kind of close, is about 400 plus. You can verify me for low sodium soy sauce per tablespoon.
You buy that in the food store?
The coconut aminos, yes. So I would purchase the coconut aminos, and let's say if I would have a sushi night, I would utilize that instead of soy sauce. Last week we were talking earlier about like using choppers, and you can make like stir fry, and I made this noodleless pad thai. And so I purchased for a quick time saving, as we were discussing, spiralized carrots. Instead of noodles, I used the spiralized carrots. And I made this pad thai without the noodles. The carrots were my noodles. And it came out really good. And I utilized the coconut aminos instead of soy sauce to create the stir fry. Stir fry is not like deep frying or frying generally. It's just literally you're softening the veggies. That's what, so it's still healthier. You have the control, where you're not keep on adding. When you're sauteing, the oil kind of like burns off a little bit or soaks up, and you keep on having to add more. When you do stir fries, you're literally just tossing and softening up the veggies. So it's a good way to prepare your meals where you have flavor, but still not, it's a healthier way of cooking, and you have, flavor there as well. So time, I think, anyone wants to add anything else besides time is the biggest obstacle? Is feeling tired.
To their point about the time, and you guys were saying that you come home from work and you don't have enough time to make dinner, and you were saying that, buying the meats that are already chopped and then freezing them, a couple hours on Sunday, if you spend just chopping up stuff, put them in Ziploc bags, throw them in the freezer, and then when you come home, you know that stuff's there. You can portion it out. You already know it's good for you. It's a chicken, steak, you get your green beans, broccoli, whatever. Throw it together for your meal. It saves you the time, and you get to eat healthy. You don't have to run out to Taco Bell or some place out to eat.
I'm good at making dinner every night. My thing is I just feel bad. I eat so late.
Oh yeah.
Like eat late in the day. I can't.
Yeah.
Well,
I
that's
can't
your
avoid that.
schedule
Yeah.
too. And you know, what time do you have to be up?
I get up at 6 a.m.
6 a.m. Okay.
Yeah.
So you come home and you eat, let's say, what, 7, 7:30?
I usually am home by like 6, 6:30. But
6,
then I shower
6:30.
and I do all that before I even start dinner.
Okay.
But then my dinner usually takes like half an hour. 45
Half an
minutes.
hour. So then it's not
Yeah.
too bad. And
It's
you.
not too late. It's usually like 7 that we're eating.
Yeah. So you know, in reality, if you go to bed at 10, 3 hours is not too bad to be eating solid food. You know, I think it's one of those things. If you eat 9:30, 10 o'clock, and then you go right to sleep, you know, people can experience heartburn, and your body's focused on digesting that food versus, you know, doing what it needs to really be doing overnight is to help re-energize your body and restoration. So, you know, this will lead me to kind of like my other key point here is that getting out and maybe exercise or doing things with the kids, not so to speak exercise, but play, you know, going to the park, walking with the kids, or even like some babies, you know, with the strollers and getting them out, having them spending a little bit of time on the playground. So having, you know, a healthy family is an active family. So being involved with the kids, or if you're babysitting, you know, obviously the parents are not there because they're probably working in the evening. So, but you kind of like putting together that routine for the kids. So routine is super important. You know, I bet you have a routine, right? Bedtime routine.
We're very busy. Well, I think on the weekends. I was gonna say we're always out doing something. Yeah, bedtime. He's usually in bed by. He's kind of a later then, like 8:30, 9 o'clock.
So yeah,
Same
so
thing here.
8, 9, okay.
Wish
So
it was a little earlier.
so that's the thing is to build out the routines for kids and adults
So,
alike.
yeah,
Still sleeps.
He's never woke up since he was 2 months old. He's been sleeping through the night.
Same thing with her.
He was
She
really
would
good.
sleep right through the night.
Oh,
But he
great.
don't nap all day. Like he'll go. I mean, except.
Oh, so
for
he
here,
does
like,
not
on
nap
weekends,
here?
He'll go all day with not one nap.
She'll take.
Does he
one
nap here?
Yeah,
He
he'll
does.
lay down for them for a little bit. Yeah.
That's good. Kids need sleep, you know. You'd be surprised. Kids need about, at their ages here, about 14 hours of sleep still.
He'll give me maybe a 20-minute cat nap.
Yeah, so that's all important for those.
We'll go down for a good 2 hours.
And
Right,
then
right
we
around noon every Saturday.
He won't.
12 o'clock.
Unless
Hi.
I'm in the car, like if we're at the zoo, we do the zoo a lot. He loves the zoo. So if we're at the zoo and then we got in the
Yeah.
car to go home, he'll go to sleep. But if we don't go in the car, like we were at a pool party last weekend and we were there from 11 to 11 and he was up the whole time.
Wow.
He didn't go to sleep at all. But he's nosy. Like if there's other people around, he's not going down.
He's too
If
interested.
I, like put him down like all by himself, he'll go down. But he won't go down if there's other people around.
Yeah, so he's stimulated. So that's one of the things that I want to make sure that we also communicate today is that having the routine and rest. Kids need a lot of rest. 14 hours sounds like it's a lot, but that is what we need. And for adults, it varies on. Some people are very vibrant at 7 hours of sleep. Some people need 8. Some people need 9. But it should be between 7 to 9. That's important. It helps us stay trim. It's important for your body to reheal and for immune support. You know, and same thing for children. You know, it's important. You know, so I mean. We know that a lot of times there are activities, there's birthday parties, that's all normal, but as long as we try to maintain some type of routine for kids to have, that's very important. Oh, thank you. Oh, she wanted me to show these guys. Did you guys eat these? The kids? Ah, you want it. You obviously eat this. You know what they are. We're going to talk about them, then you will have it. With your soup? Oh, are you upset? She's like, so TV also, like disconnecting from television when we're eating dinner. Does anybody eat, watch TV or the kids watch TV? Do we distract the kids with the television to feed them, or anybody practice that? Okay, good. Good eaters. Both your kid is a. I saw him before you. He drinks a lot of
He
the.
loves water. He drinks water all day. He doesn't tend to drink juice ever.
That's very
It's
good.
usually water all day.
So that's one of the things your guys don't have the berries of is the picky eaters.
Nah.
So that's good.
If I do give him something with flavor, it's usually vitamin water. I always have vitamin water in my house. But he never, hardly ever had
If
juice.
we do juice, I usually cut the juice like 75% water, which
Mhm.
goes to the juice.
What kind of juice do you purchase?
Mostly grape or apple.
Mhm.
It's usually what she tends to like. But like I said, I'll cut it in her bottle.
Mhm.
Splash of juice and mostly water. So
Okay. Very good. And do you want to add anything, Sean, as far as any barriers, additional barriers that you feel like?
I was gonna mention just like electronic use towards bedtime. There's like a general rule of thumb, like 30 minutes, no like screens, no like computer screens or phone screens, because that can mess up with your sleep pattern. So that was just gonna be my one
Absolutely.
tidbit
It's
of
a
information
stimulant,
for
yeah.
you.
It is a stimulant.
Yeah, you know, because how it is, the phone's like integrated into your life. You always have to have it. So it's like you're laying in bed, you're like, oh, I want to scroll, I want to do something on my phone, but.
And also the research
That's why I
has
deactivated
shown.
my Facebook.
It's not good for their eyes either. They come in and they fail vision tests every day. They want to know why their kids' eyes are so bad, but then they're on the TV and iPads.
TV and
3-4 hours
iPad,
a day.
and also that bright light, you know, it's a stimulant versus, you know, how people that have trouble sleeping, we would recommend the yellow light.
Yeah, you know, your phone has a night shift mode on it, and you can click that button. That's pretty much what it is. That white light tricks your brain into thinking that, you know, you need to be up, awake, and stay time. So that's what they
Do
say.
you utilize that?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Because
Do you guys know that, or do you use that?
I leave
never
mine
use
on like
that.
the low lighting anyway, just because I have like a really bad retina, so the lights bother my eyes. So even on my computer and on my phone, it's always on like the lowest.
lowest.
Yeah, I don't like the brightness at all.
All right, very good. Well, thanks for sharing, you guys. Your, you know, it's personal. I have a little setup here of, we wanted to do like a granola type of parfait setup. Do you guys know what parfaits are? Does anyone make parfaits or for kids, or when would you eat a parfait? Would it be a snack? Would it be a meal?
It's usually dessert.
Dessert? Okay. After dinner?
Yeah.
Okay. And you guys?
Same, yeah.
Yeah. It could be utilized in many different ways. I think it's an opportunity, like for a snack, it's an opportunity to meet your protein, to meet fiber, and you get tons of nutrients. The girls cut up a variety of different fruits. We have some season of stone fruits here, which is great, and some berries.
Sorry, my kid ate those.
It's okay. It's all right. That's good. She's a good eater. So a little bit of color here. We have a lot of fiber here. So it's nice to combine. So can you guys bring out the Greek yogurt? Thank you. And a spoon to put inside there. And the granola. So NMA purchased granola that we wanted to put in there. And that's how, I have a couple other granolas here that I wanted to share.
Not yet.
I have this grain-free one. Some people are, you know, kind of like paleo people that are maybe don't want to eat grains. Or this is one you can kind of show those around. Then this one here is chia, buckwheat, and hemp cereal, which can be also utilized as a granola. So granola doesn't necessarily have to be just oatmeal and, you know, wheat bread. That's right. And this one here is sprouted oat granola. And this is one of the most popular ones, which is the kind granola. This one has chia seeds. Typically with chia seeds, we want to make sure that they soak a little bit so they're not so grainy. And we would usually need 20 minutes. Does anyone eat chia seeds here? No? Have you heard about the chia seeds? No? No. Okay. You want to enlighten?
Well, they're a good source of dietary fiber, and they're also a really good source of healthy fats that we talked about last time. Talking about how a lot of products that we eat, like the popcorn that we passed around, has those processed hydrogenated oils with the unhealthy fats, saturated fats. So the chia seeds is the omega-3s, so that's good for you. And then the fiber as well. So if you eat that with like a carbohydrate, it's going to allow that to digest and absorb at a slower rate so it doesn't spike your blood sugar. It's really important for someone that might have diabetes.
Yeah. And it's great for digestive health as well. So it's very filling as well. So chia seeds will keep you regular, but they also fill you up where you won't be hungry and looking for something else to eat. So do you guys want to come by and make your own? Feel free for the kids. Maybe they can assemble what they like. What do you want, buddy? Come over here. So while I continue talking, you can munch on something. These are old. So grab a plate. We can scoop out the, you can utilize either plain, or if you want to utilize, here we go. Do you want to use this one? Let me just mix it.
No chippies yet.
And which one does he prefer? You want to ask him, have him choose, or he still wants
the yogurts or?
the, ooh.
I have these if it's easy. Instead of a plate.
Oh, okay, perfect.
work.
Thank you. Do you have the granola that NMA bought there? It's right on the countertop. Is this the one? All right, this is the best.
No, over
Red
here,
milk.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Get a little bit more. So, and then do you want to utilize this granola? It's a whole grain breakfast, classic one.
Sure.
Let's try that, see what you think. And what fruit would you want? He's trying to get his plates.
I got you some right here.
Should I want that? No.
You can put however much you want. I'm just gonna like put it here.
No, look, mommy's making you some. Here.
No. Court, no.
No.
Oh.
You can't touch them all. Other people have to do it. Look, I gave you some. Here, take that.
We have it here. So with these guys, do you want to have a granola? Let's have some granola here.
Move your cord a little closer.
Go ahead. Yep.
Mommy got it.
Yep. Some of Greek yogurt, and then you can combine your
Cheetah, that's not yours. This one.
your grain here,
Get the ball.
and then you can put whatever fruit you want in there. You know, you guys can also maybe put like nuts or seeds if you wish. You know, so it's very versatile. If you here's the.
And then you said pick a fruit.
Pick whichever fruit you want. It can always be ever changing, you know, depending on what the season is. And here's the chia seeds. You guys can take, well, once you get your stuff, I'll show you. So here's the chia seeds. Oh, here, you see how it's like really dry?
Oh, yeah.
So once this hits water, it forms a gel.
Okay.
And it's filling, it has a lot of fiber, and it has protein.
Yogurt and stuff?
You mix it with the yogurt, you can put it in the smoothies, but let it sit first, and then you can combine other stuff. You can make
Okay.
like puddings.
Oh, okay.
It's very filling. Here's the chia seeds, so you can see.
Oh yeah.
It's dry, but so it has to be mixed in with something. So don't like put it in salad.
I used that.
Did you?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah. For a long time, or
No, I've been doing
they
it.
have something called chia fresca. Have you heard about
Yeah.
this drink?
I put it in the cereal, the yogurt.
Do you?
My neighbor gave me some. She said it helps to lose weight.
Because it's very filling. It has a lot of fiber, so it's
Yeah.
satisfying. It keeps you fuller longer. It's very good for digestive health. So.
I became a big fan during that 21 days challenge of cauliflower rice instead of rice. I make
Have you?
everything with rice because my boyfriend
So
is
do
Spanish,
you-
we cook everything over rice all the time.
So do you?
I
What
switch
sauce?
Rice out
For that,
cauliflower.
excellent. What sauce do you use then?
Depends what I make. Like I was
Like
putting
rice,
shrimp over
cauliflower?
it or chicken. Depends on what like I
Mm-hmm.
made it with. I kind of use whatever I season my shrimp or my chicken with. I
Mhm.
season the cauliflower.
So you can try the coconut aminos. You will love that. It could be like an Asian stir fry,
Okay.
and just throw in like a little bit of peanut butter and stuff like that. So,
Okay. I did make it with like pepper steak once.
did you?
Leilani.
Very good.
Come on, baby, go.
Alright, well you have to move if you want me to move that. You have to move first.
Why don't you sit down right here? Sit in that chair and
Grab a couple of these guys here.
you got to sit down now.
Look, she's ready. She's so ready to be.
There you go. Come on here.
Do you want more yogurt? Is that okay? Okay. All right.
I know I do.
They're fine. They're fine because they form a gel around them.
I'm never sure like which seeds that I can eat.
They're fine. You know what? I will say that theory of not eating nuts or seeds is ancient. So you can go ahead and eat them.
Try the chia seeds.
They're actually just for a prop. They're expired. I don't want to make you sick. Let's make you well. You know. So while you guys are munching on your parfaits, and like I said, I chose to do parfait because it could be utilized for a snack. And once again, this is a calorie packed type of a snack. So you can stay within a calorie range however you want. And it could also be a breakfast because you can add to it, you know, like the granola. You can get for more volume, you can add more nuts or seeds, you know, different types of fruits. It's very versatile. You can even, you know, like I said, add the chia seeds. So what I want to discourage people from using is these candy things on their, you know, parfaits. Is this like pineapple and papaya, like these dried. You know, if we look at the ingredients here, these guys are loaded. You know, this also has food coloring. It has yellow 5, yellow 6. Has tons of sugar, you know, and also sulfur dioxide, which is a common preservative, which has been shown to negatively impact our health. So this is something that our eyes should be drawn to when we look at anything in a box. You know, as we discussed in previous workshops, you want to take a look at the ingredients, and whatever's first obviously is the most stuff in there, but when you have smaller quantities, every little bit counts. So you know, so we obviously want to do more wholesome fruits that we want to put into our parfaits. You know, these things we don't want to build our kids' palate to be training them to be eating sweet stuff, you know. Processed sugars. Anything else you want to add about this guy? So it is, I will say that we can utilize dried fruit in a good way. We can purchase things that from certain, like Trader Joe, for example. And you want to shop at Trader Joe's, they're really good with their price. Really friendly with their prices. That is actually one of the good ways to. It's just you're.
Dawson, come here.
Here, let me give you a napkin, buddy.
Dawson.
He's not getting anything out of there. Here. There you go. Here. Nope. He has his eye on it. He has his eye on it.
You're a pig. Come on. Look, I have it right here.
He clearly likes to eat. For the dip, let me put this down. NMA made some more snack assembly here. And
they wanted to try gill eggplant.
Yep.
And there's the.
This is a dip. This is a yogurt dip with a cucumber, correct?
I'm so sorry. You okay? I'm fine.
She's scared.
Well, she took.
He probably took the chair from there. Kids are playing tricks on there. I bet they did it. The kids played a prank on you. And your daughter didn't even flinch. That's all I want to say. She's so concerned over her meal. You're not afraid that your daddy fell? She's like, oh, I'm good. Go on. So, after you guys are done with your parfaits, I wanted you to try these here. NMA did a lot of work. Some people gave feedback that they had never tried eggplant. Has anyone here has tried eggplant? You guys have tried it, okay. You grow it?
I did. Yeah. That's actually one of the things I'm growing next year, next season.
Are you?
Eggplant. Yeah. It's easy to grow, and it's so easy.
You have a little space. You're gonna in like
In my backyard.
your backyard, okay.
4 raised potting beds right now.
Excellent.
Built out of scrap
That's
5-gallon drums.
It's fun to go in your backyard and grab a fresh tomato.
It's amazing, right?
Yeah.
Mhm. And you want to hear? You guys all tried eggplant or
That's true. I never tried.
no? Excellent. And
Wanted to try zucchini.
and zucchini salad. This one looks really good. So this looks like it's been spiralized. NMA, did you spiralize the zucchini here?
Part of it
Was
is-
spiralized?
part of it was too fat to use on a small one.
Right.
So we had to chop it.
It doesn't look great.
Really good.
Yeah. So it's kind of like an al dente salad. Did you put it in the microwave to soften a little bit, or use it raw? Excellent. Okay. Very good.
Mozzarella cheese and tomatoes.
Excellent. You guys want to start tasting since it's nice and warm?
There's other bowls here, Phyllis.
Excellent. Feel free, you guys. Let me get rid of this. Here, get a plate. You can.
take the
Yes.
top two off,
Perfect.
put
Yep.
them underneath, and it's,
Yeah. Sean, do you want to try the zucchini? Looks great, doesn't it?
That was me. I was on root zucchini this week. I never
Oh,
had
yeah?
zucchini.
There you go. So that's a zucchini salad. This is not eggplant. This is cucumber with Greek yogurt.
Tzatziki.
Tzatziki. You like that? Can I give this to you?
I feel like I'm not even sure. I was taking a educated guess.
I love tzatziki. I like it. I sometimes. Do you ever make chips? Your own chips?
No, but I heard my friend, she's preparing for a wedding, so she's on like a really strict diet, and she said she made zucchini chips the other day. And I
Yeah.
thought it was really
Zucchini chips. You can even do wedges if you want. You can
cool.
kind
So
of
she did,
dip
like
in.
fries, and then she made like
Yeah,
like a
sweet
like a
potato
like a
chips.
sauce to dip it in. It's pretty cool. It looks
I
really
think
good.
this is a great sauce. You like it? Do
Yeah,
you?
She made them. They look good, but I think she might have fried them though. Like, do you still fry it? Is that how you do it?
Bake
or,
it.
I make
Or
that.
did she bake it? I don't know. I didn't.
Yeah, I make sweet potato fries. I just cut them like real thin, you know. And then I put like coconut oil on them.
Okay.
Like cinnamon and nutmeg on them. Put them in like
Mm.
the broiler and just like.
We're coming to your house.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I wasn't sure how she did it. I just seen the picture. I was like, yeah, that looks pretty good.
What do you want this?
Some tin foil underneath it and just let them bake.
Ooh. That's delicious. What's your spices? You said? There's for 20 minutes or 30?
Yeah, 20 to 30 minutes.
Come back here.
Come on, let's go eat.
I'll be so curious to see if you like it.
I never tried.
What spices did Anima use there? When she comes back, we'll ask her what spices she used.
Oh yeah.
I love using cumin. Do you guys like cumin? Have you used cumin? What do you think?
In here, bud.
No?
I use turmeric.
Turmeric. Tell them about your daily routine, Sean. No, with the drink.
Oh yeah, so I've been buying this like turmeric, ginger, cayenne pepper shot. It's from this like place that's right next to where our office is, and it's powerful. I mean, it makes my ears ring. It's like so spicy and like, but it's good stuff.
No,
So
no,
it's supposed to
really.
be for you.
It's just like it's got the cayenne in it, and the ginger and turmeric, so it helps like the absorption. But it's just like a
It's an antioxidant.
anti-inflammatory. Yeah.
But so it's
Pilot
cayenne
is too?
pepper, right? Turmeric. Ginger. So you know it still have like a kick to it. Yeah, those are really popular little concoctions, or they do little shots of those guys. So, look, that's a quick way to incorporate that.
You want making my own, like a jug of it at home because it's kind of expensive.
It's very expensive. Oh yeah. I like to utilize. I use a lot of herbs and spices in my cooking at home. I'll do like the stir fry that I was starting to tell you about, the noodleless pad thai. So in my recipe, I had strips. I Swiss chard. I kind of like stripped it. Cabbage. I stripped the cabbage, shredded. What else was in there? Spiralized carrots, like they look like noodles, and peppers, pepper strips, and I utilized fresh ginger and turmeric, turmeric root. So I just chopped it right in there. Have you used turmeric root? You will if you're gonna make your own concoction. And that's it. Just threw it all together. Utilize the coconut aminos in there with fresh lime juice and a peanut butter. 2 tablespoons and peanut butter. So that was like the pad thai, noodleless pad thai, and it was great. So lots of flavor, lots of fiber, various colors, and it was kind of like something like this almost, except that I had more of texture from the cabbage and the Swiss chard. So, what do you think about the eggplant? You like it? Yeah, what spices did you use in the eggplant? Oh, this is the one that you utilized? Garlic powder. So we have what? Cherry tomatoes, avocado, zucchini. Okay. So we have the French minced onion, garlic, yogurt, salt, black pepper, cayenne pepper. Ooh.
And the cucumber sauce here.
You should try it. And fresh mint or parsley. Excellent. So this is like a really great dip for even barbecues you can utilize, or for a snack for work that you can kind of have. Yeah. Oh, she loves it. She's a great eater.
She really is.
Anime, why don't you take some food as well? Yeah?
She likes spicy. I don't.
I was just saying, it's pretty spicy. I'm surprised she likes it.
Mm-hmm. You like the kick. Do you think your little,
I love it. I love spicy stuff, but I didn't want to give
You
it
know.
names. I didn't know if you would.
if you would take for, well,
Yeah.
if you added maybe like these
Mix
two
it
guys
with them.
together, yeah, to tame it down a little bit, or more Greek yogurt. Whoop. Uh-oh. So, any questions so far, you guys? We covered a lot of ground so far. We talked about keeping the families healthy. What are the barriers? We discussed barriers earlier, and how do we overcome those barriers? We want to make sure that we have time is an issue for a lot of people here. How do we create those quick meals? How do we meal prep? And how do we keep healthy, active families? So, going simply to the park, having more of a bedtime routine so we have restful sleep will give us more energy for the next day. Therefore, will allow us to do more of that meal prep and over again. Doing things over the weekend is a time saver. Utilizing crock pots are a time saver. So having like gadgets or tools in the kitchen are all helps us kind of break down those barriers. It's doing one thing at a time and kind of trialing things out that will give us, so schedule routine, I would have to say, is really important, because number one, gets us rest. Two, will wake up energized, and then we'll able to do more the next day and to have more, you know, of a schedule and have time to go food shop, even if it's quick. Having a list, know what you want to cook. So that's always having a game plan. I think is important to think about what your week should look like food-wise, or even right. Conscious effort, right? Small little baby steps, and just building on that helps us kind of be consistent. Small changes equal or big changes. So we discussed the chia seeds. Any more questions on the chia seeds and maybe incorporating that into the parfaits? Mm-hmm. You guys are good, and those are really good for GI health. Did I show you the chia seeds or no?
Yeah,
you did? Yeah. So excellent in parfaits. I like to make puddings out of chia seeds myself. I will literally just mix them in with Greek yogurt. I'll add maybe like a teaspoon, a little bit more of extract, whatever extract they have, vanilla extract. I'll add a little bit of cinnamon if I want, maybe like a teaspoon of like honey or something like that, or 100% maple syrup. Maple syrup gives a lot of flavor to food, and that's it. Just mix it together, you know, with the chia seeds. Keep it in my fridge. And then I can utilize it later with some berries on top. Oh, do you want a napkin?